Hey guys, welcome to TRX Circuit Training. I'm Coach Becca, and I'm going to start by showing you what you need today. You need a mat or a towel. You need a set of resistance, so dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use canned goods or full water bottles work great. Next, you'll need a kettlebell, moderate weight, or something with a handle. That's popcorn. You can use a milk jug. Just be sure the lid's on really tight. And last, you'll need a sling. We're going to set up that sling or TRX to the mid-calf distance. You can see the handle will fall right about the mid-distance on my calf. If you don't know how to adjust it, go to my TRX Basics workout. All right, warm-up time. 1, 2, 3 touches. Feet just outside the shoulders. You're going to get a good stretch, a better stretch, and then the best stretch before standing up, crushing the walnut in your glutes. Everything's going to be timed today, so I'll tell you when to start and when to stop. Let's get a few more reps in here. This should stretch out the hamstrings, wake up the glutes, and just feel real good. Next, you're going to do a hamstring walk, a great one for the backside of the body again. Step forward with one foot, pull it towards the ceiling, and scoop towards the floor. Just brushing the fingertips as you can. If you're not mobile enough to touch the floor, no worries. You'll get there. This is another great one for activating the glutes while stretching out the hamstrings. Perfect for a warm-up. Perfect job. Next, we're going to do a side lunge. So that's the part A. And then we're going to go into a rotation there. So big step out, inside leg stays straight, toes point forwards. This one's going to warm up the legs and get the core going as well. Great work, you guys. All right, time to switch sides. I also love this one because it crosses planes of movement. So we're working laterally and rotationally. So it's just awesome functional movement training. A lot of people get hurt because they train just up and down, forward, backwards. So today we're going to be really functional. All right, looks like you got the hang of it. Let's get a few more reps in to get the legs and core fired up. Good stuff, guys. All right, next we're gonna head to the mat and do an inchworm reach. So reach towards the toes, bending the knees as needed. Once you hit the plank position, reach towards the ceiling. One tip is that it's good to have the feet shoulder width apart. You can do it with your feet together, but you're gonna feel more balanced and be able to reach better with the feet shoulder width apart. This one wakes up the core, hamstrings, glutes, and shoulders. So nice total body movement pattern. Get one more repetition in. Awesome. All right, next we're gonna do a cross body kick. So if your left leg is kicking, your right arm is reaching towards it. You're reaching across your body. This is great for, again, crossing that midline, working on coordination while stretching out, getting the heart rate up a little bit. It doesn't matter how high your leg goes. So if you're somebody that doesn't have great mobility yet, you'll get there. Next, we're gonna head to the mat and do a glute bridge. So laying flat on your back, knees bent, press the hips towards the ceiling, engaging the glutes and the core. A great one to start thinking about your breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You'll exhale as you push your hips towards the ceiling. Keep going with those glute bridges. Great movement for warming up some of the powerful, explosive movements you're doing later today. All right, hop on up. The last one's gonna be for the upper body. Elbows are 90 degrees to the shoulders. You're gonna swivel up and down without moving your elbows at all. You can do this against a wall if you feel like there's a lot of movement in those elbows. So again, elbows 90 degrees to shoulders, swivel down, swivel back up. This works shoulder mobility and posture. Grab some water. That warm-up was awesome. I feel like we're really ready to go and crush a hard workout. Like I said, today is all timed. So for our first 2 circuits, we're gonna do 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I'll show you 4 movements, and then we're gonna repeat them, and then you'll get a minute break. Your first move is a TRX push-up. So you're gonna have your hands shoulder width apart, feet shoulder width apart, and just that normal push-up movement, chest pressing your own body weight. You can make this movement harder by stepping back towards the attachment point, trying a few reps there, or step forward if it's too challenging. You'll notice I'm keeping all my joints in line with one another. There's no break in my hips at all. Everything's engaged, which is why the TRX is awesome. You're using a lot of body parts here, core and glutes, even though you're training mostly arms. Awesome job. Rest time now, so you can head over to your kettlebell or your item with a handle, and we're gonna do a squat to an overhead press. Fully recovered after that break, and here we go. Squat to press. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower down, exhale, push. Your goal is to get that weight right on top of your head. You don't want to be pushing forward. See from the side here, we're trying to keep the joints as stacked as possible. The knees can have a slight movement forward, but nothing where you're causing pain in your knees. You want to keep a nice neutral spine and a neutral neck. Biceps squeeze the ears at the top. Awesome. Next, you need your if you wanted to use your handled item, that's what it looks like. Good stuff. Okay, next we're gonna grab our resistance item, so dumbbells or canned goods. Bicep curl plus a calf raise. So as you curl your resistance, get up on the toes. This one's great for toning the back of the legs, the calves, and the front of the arms, the biceps. Circuit training is great because you're gonna have a low rest, which is gonna keep your heart rate elevated. And we're doing a lot of compound movements, which means we're working 2 muscle groups at a time, like this one. Finish strong here, a few more seconds. And rest. Your last one is a balancing plank reach. That was a demo with the canned goods, if you're using those, or water bottles. All right, head to the mat. You're in an extended plank on your hands. Reach one arm, then the other arm. Raise one leg, and then the other leg. Awesome. Your goal is just to keep the hips flat here. This works core stability, which is awesome because that's where you start in terms of having a strong body, athletic body, is having a stable core. I don't care how many sit-ups you can do. I want to know if you can balance throughout a movement like this. So really work on staying strong and balanced here. And rest. Okay, no extra break on this one. We're gonna bust out one more set and then take a minute rest. Back to that TRX push-up. Engage the core and glutes, squeeze the quads, and let's chest press our body weight. Here we go. You should be a little more familiar with this movement now that you've learned it and done it once today. So the second round is all about performing movements even more efficiently than in the first round. Working for 30 seconds. Remember to step forward or backwards if you need a harder push or if it's getting too challenging and your form is compromised. Awesome. Next, we're going to head to that squat press. So grab your handled item. And begin. Another great cue is to try to get your elbows to touch the tops of your knees, just to ensure you're getting low enough and appropriately using that weight as a kind of a counterbalance so you can really push the depth on those squats. Squeeze the biceps to the ears at the top. Your joints should be perfectly stacked at the top. This one is great for the legs, the upper body, and your heart rate's going to go up as well. Compound movements. End and rest. All right, next we've got those bicep curls. Grab those canned goods or those dumbbells or those full water bottles even. Here we go, curl and calf raise. Here's a closer look if you couldn't see me all the way back there. Nice smooth breathing throughout this. Good rule of thumb, exhale in the exertion. So when the movement's the hardest, that's when you should be blowing out. Inhale, exhale. Almost done. I know, finish strong. Everyone's gonna be tired here at the end. Good stuff. Take a rest. And we're gonna head into our final movement, the balancing plank. Again, core stability. We're training from the inside out. Here we go. Raise an arm, then the opposing arm, one leg, and then the opposing leg. Improve that core stability, work hip extension, arm extension. There's just a lot of great stuff happening in all your movements today, guys. I'm super excited for you to go through this workout. Let's finish super strong here. You're gonna get a full minute break after this, so hang in there. Keep those hips flat. And rest. All right, great work. You're gonna have a full 60 seconds, so grab water, hydrate. If you need a quick bathroom break, now's a great time. Of course, you can always pause a workout from home. So anytime you need to take an extra break, that's fine. However, today is such a great workout because we're limiting the rest during our sets. So now we're letting the heart rate fully recover so that when we get back to our workout, we can minimize rest and maximize our time. Any stretches you want here, of course, you're welcome to follow along with me. Just stretching out the glutes, the hips, the quads, just fully recovering here. I'm going to teach you 4 new movements. Maybe you've already done them, so maybe it's not a new movement for you. But we're going to go through 4 new movements. Again, that 30 on, 15 off pattern. And then you'll get a minute break at the end of that. All right, head to your TRX or your sling. You're gonna stand on one leg, arms extended overhead, and you've got a single leg tricep extension. Squeeze the glutes here. This is a great single leg upper body exercise. It's important that you're not sticking your butt back, all right? So keep those lines straight. Have somebody watch you from the side if you need to, or look in a mirror. Switch legs here. You've got 15 seconds to go on the other leg. So you've switched legs now, single leg triceps. Easy to adjust the intensity, just step forward and you'll improve those lines. So if you're struggling, step forward a bit and rest. All right, grab your handled item. You've got a deadlift. You can, of course, use a kettlebell or a milk jug or popcorn like I have. Here we go. Hinge at the hips, stand tall. Soften your knees as you push your hips back. This is a great functional movement that teaches you how to pick something up the right way. So when people say, lift with your legs and not with your back, a kettlebell deadlift is gonna teach you how to do that. As you reach towards the floor, notice how my shoulders are almost in line with my hips. So I'm keeping my neck neutral, hinge, and stand. Lots of great cues there. If you didn't feel like you got that movement, just slow down. That's what it looks like with the handled or alternative item. Form first, so always go slow and controlled. Okay, next we've got our weighted items and we're doing a plank to reach. I'll show you a few options in our next round if you're using canned goods. There's a couple ways to go about it there. You can also do this body weight and you can also do this kneeling. This one's great for your core, your arms, your glutes for stability. Keep that neck neutral. Finish strong. You're almost there. Perfect work. All right, and now we're gonna head to the mat for our body weight movement pattern. It's gonna be an alternated dead bug. Lay flat on your back. Arms and feet extended in front of you. Lower the right arm and right leg down simultaneously, and then the left arm, left leg simultaneously. This works core coordination. You are alternating. If you've never done this movement before, you might need to stop and rewind and watch me do this one again. It's challenging, and that's why I put it in for you today. Very functional though, as we're doing hip extension within this movement pattern. Great job. All right, end round one. We're gonna do all those movements again. Here we go, here we go. You know what you're doing now. TRX single leg triceps. If you feel like you're really screwing up that single leg stuff though, guys, just put both feet down. Totally fine. Here we go. 15 seconds aside. It's gonna be about 6 reps. Here we go. Smooth is strong, strong is smooth. Switch legs. Rock it out. Finish these strong. Keep those elbows up, core tight, neutral neck, glutes engaged. Breathe through it. Awesome. Done with those. Time for the hip hinge with the deadlift. I know I threw a lot of cues at you guys in the first round, so I'm gonna let you just do your thing now. Here we go. Drop the hips, stand tall. Hinge and squeeze. Hinge, stand tall. Stack those joints at the top. Good work. About halfway. Exhale as you stand. Fantastic. Again, there's what it would look like with your alternative option. I'm going to show you what it looks like if you're using canned goods or water bottles, because it's a little funky and I don't want you to hurt yourself. You can, of course, use the dumbbells if you had them like last time. You can hold both cans in your hand, or you can just leave one in front of you and grab from side to side. You might have dumbbells that might roll around on you too, so if that works easier for you as well, you can just use one weight and pass it back and forth. Of course, you can do it body weight. You may also do this movement kneeling. So there's a ton of options on this one, you guys. The key being, don't give up if you feel like it's not the right level for you. There's always a level for everybody. So good stuff. Here we go. We're going to head into dead bugs again. So flip over on your back, both legs up, both arms up. Extend the right side, extend the left side. Alternating dead bugs. Work hard because we are going to get a 1-minute break after this. So heart rates are up, legs are feeling it, arms are feeling it, core is going to be feeling it. You can do it. Few more reps. All right, you get a full minute to stretch. Grab water, let your heart rate recover, use the restroom. Whatever you need here, guys, take it, because we're doing a hard set coming up next. I'm gonna get your heart rate up. We're gonna do some power movements, so get ready to roll. Our first movement is going to be with the TRX. I do need you to shorten it up, so make sure you allow some time for that. So if you're listening from afar, doing your thing, come back to your sling, shorten it to the about hip height, and we're going to do a TRX squat jump. You've got about 10 seconds left to stretch. Really use the full 60-second break there. We are lengthening our rest time to 30 seconds too, you guys, so you'll get a bigger rest. Here we go. TRX squat jumps. You're going to have light arms, sit back on your heels into a partial squat, and then explode towards the ceiling. Don't worry about getting into a super deep squat. We want a quick turnover as we train power, work on getting our heart rate up, and really work on being explosive through our legs. So light arms. A good squat, but not your deepest squat. Here we go. It's going to get really tough here in these final seconds, so really burn Try to go up and down, not forwards or backwards, just up and down. Great job. I'm gonna demonstrate the next movement during your 30-second break. So watch me and then I'll tell you when to go. Start with your weight on the ground about a foot in front of you. Drop your hips and then push your hips forward, exploding the weight in front of you, shoulder height. This is a lower body movement, no arms, so keep the arms light. Here's what it looks like with the kettlebell. Again, start about a foot behind the weight, drop the hips, and then push those hips forward, exhaling. All right, your turn, guys. Here we go. If you watch that demonstration and you're not comfortable with this, fine to just hold a wall sit during this time because I don't want you to be uncomfortable. This is an aggressive movement. Again, it's like the deadlift you did earlier. Hinge at the hips, drop the chest, and then explode the weight forward using your butt and legs. Soft elbows, inhale, exhale. You got this. Heart rate should be up and rest. Return the weight to the ground. Super job. All right, grab your resistance items. Next, we've got a push press, and I'm going to show you what that looks like first, and then it'll be your turn. Partial squat, explode overhead, recover. It's really 3 steps. You're going to load, explode, recover. Load, explode, recover. You don't go into a full squat on this one. It's a partial squat. Okay, guys. I know that was a lot to explain in 30 seconds, but it's go time. Push presses. Load, explode, recover. Load, explode, recover. Legs, arms, relax. Inhale, exhale, recover. Here's the side view for you. Definitely working a power movement to try to snap from the hips as you drive overhead. Quick check on the time. Let's finish with 2 more reps. Rockstar. And last but not least, in our power cardio agility set, we've got lateral ice skaters. So I like to use my mat just as a target. You're going to jump to the side. Here's a demonstration. You have to go yet. And reach down. Now, if you're not comfortable on one leg, you can do it with your back foot down. So that's level 1. I'm going to show level 2. Here we go. Lateral jump on one leg and reach across the body. So we're crossing planes of movement. We're working laterally and rotationally. We're getting our heart rate up. We're working on just so many things. So hang in there. If you've never done this movement before, just take your time. Do level 1. Working on heart rate, legs, core, agility, balance. Finish strong here. Rest time. You've got enough time with this interval where you can grab water if you need it. And with the amount of heart rate training we're doing, I recommend it. Stretch out if you need to. All right, let's get back at it. TRX squat jumps, swings, push press, and ice skaters. You can do it, team. 4 movements and you're done. Again, work on being explosive up and down. Don't jump forward and backwards. Here we go. Nice quick turnover. Burn those quads. Light arms. Push, push, push. It's your last time doing these. Get those final reps in. Dig deep and rest. Done with those. All right, you get 30 seconds so the legs and heart rate recover. So a key difference in, there's my husband. A key difference in the squat jump and the kettlebell swing, which we're about to do, is the direction your hips are going. So in a squat jump, you load your hips up and down. In a kettlebell swing, you push your hips back and forth. All right, here we go. Hinge and push. Stretch the hamstrings, then squeeze the glutes. Relaxed arms. Load, explode, recover. 3 steps, just like in your push press. Load, explode, recover. Keep that kettlebell or the handle close to your hips. Closer to your hips and your knees. Almost there. Good stuff. Relax. Push press comes next. Similar to the squat jump, your hips are going to go up and down again. A partial squat into an aggressive overhead press. 3 steps. Load, explode, recover. Get ready to roll. Okay, it's go time. And begin. Really want to see that change in pace, so load, push. Load, push. Should definitely be faster than the aerobic squat press you did earlier in our session. Last few reps. And done. Good job with those. All right, your last movement today, guys, sad I know, is going to be that ice skater agility. There's a lot going on in this movement, like I mentioned before. Take a deep breath and do level 1 if it's best for you, or level 2, 1 leg only. Get ready to roll, fully stretch out, and go time. Let's do it. Begin. Really push that lateral reach and that rotation. Really push the heart rate, guys. We're going to cool it down after this, so get your money's worth out of it. Get your time's worth out of it. Really push. Give me some value here. Rest. Good stuff. I'm proud of you. That's hard. That was a hard set. That's why circuit training is so great, though. Only 12 main exercises done in that time, but we hit total body, we did strength, we did cardio, we did core. So let's just cool it down after those tough circuits. The same movement you did in your warm-up, that 1, 2, 3 touch. Let's stretch out the hamstrings and glutes. You burned a great amount of calories today while improving your total body strength, all in really functional movement patterns. Strong work. Hopefully you learned a new exercise today, or even picked up on a new cue to help you do an exercise you're familiar with even better. Let's get a quad stretch in. Get the heart rate down. Deep breaths. Great time to reflect on your favorite exercise of today and your least favorite. What you did well, what you didn't do so well, where you need to improve on next time. Hamstring walks. Again, pull one toe up towards the ceiling, sit back and scoot towards the floor. Stretch out those hammies. Keep inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth as you bring your heart rate down. Some can openers here. Loosen up through the spine and back. Open up the hips. A feel-good stretch. A few more stretches in, and you guys are good to go. You did awesome today. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for following along. Check out my other TRX videos and my website. Hit subscribe if you like what you see. Thanks again.